What's up guys, how you doing today? Today I wanted to go over this Minn Kota Traxxis here. I have actually broken off the tilt pin. So this motor is free to do what it wants without locking in place. This little pin here decided it wanted to break off after I ran over a tree. So today's video is going to be about how to reinstall this pin here. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Exactly how to do it. I haven't really found much online as far as how to do this. So this is going to be something new for me. I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel here. If you enjoy what you're seeing, please make sure you use the subscribe button below. So as you can see here, the motor kind of has free reign to do whatever it wants without locking into place. This pin is what's preventing it from locking. I actually need to take these bolts off the sides here. Once I take those bolts off the side here, it's going to allow me to get into the middle here. This pin actually goes inside of a little circular area. It's designed to hold that pin. It clicks it right into them little grooves. I got to drop it back in there. I got to set a spring in place. And once I do that, I should be able to put these two side pieces back on, tighten these screws down. Should be good to go. We're going to go ahead and try and hope that works. All right, so first thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to remove the motor off the boat. Just going to take these quick screws off. I've already unhooked it from the batteries here, and I'm going to lay it on this table here so I can get a better look. All right, so the first thing I got to do here is I got to try and find what size is these bolts. It looks like it's going to be a 7/16. I'm going to use a nut driver here to make it a little bit easier to take these off. The screws are actually in here nice and tight, so when I go to unscrew it, they're not going to move around inside the base here, holding them in. So let's go ahead and pull them out. All right, you heard the first bolt come out. They fall out on their own here once you get the nuts off. Put these nuts here in a safe place. Like I said, I'm using a 7/16 nut driver here. Pulling these nuts right off the end of this bolts here. All right, so the piece that is actually broken is this piece right here. It's the actual tilt. Piece that you push down to actually make it move up and down. Piece right here. So to get this off, you kind of have to put a little bit of pressure on here. And pieces are going to go everywhere, but I'm going to walk you through how to put it all back together. So this is what it looks like inside. This piece does come off, but that's okay because it goes right down into here. Once you put that spring back in there just like that, that piece rests in there. Don't worry about that. Now there is a pin right here that you push out. That's going to pull this out. So this is the piece right here that's broken off. As you can see, that's supposed to be fully enclosed. When I hit that piece, when I hit that tree, snap that clean in half. This is exactly where that is supposed to rest. As you can see, it falls out really easily. If it's enclosed, it's held, no big deal. But since it's broken, I can't do anything with it. All right, so once we've got our new piece here, we've got to put everything back into where it was. So the first thing we got to do is get the new tilt lever back into place. So first thing we got to do is we got to grab our little spring here. We're going to take this spring, and we're going to put it over top of that little piece right here. Once we do that, like I said, there's a groove right here. So there's a groove. Take that spring, and you got to kind of just drop it down into that groove nice and tight. Okay, now that we've done that, we take the shear pin that's holding it in, and we slide it through on both sides. So as you can see right here, that pin is in place on both sides. We're good to go. So now we can push down. We're good to go. We take our original pin that broke off, and we slide it through. Now that this pin is in place, you've got to take the right side and the left side, and we've got to get these matched up. So there's grooves here. You can see these grooves right here. They match these grooves right here. Now, this side has 3 pins in it, right? This side has 3 female adapters. You have to match these together to get it to slot correctly. So match your pins. You almost got to get these things lined up perfectly for them to click into place. But once you do, then you can just squeeze as tight as possible. Ouch. Sorry about that. All right. So, as you now can see, everything is back in the way that it's supposed to. And now all we got to do is just put our nuts and bolts back in. All right, so you take the bolts, like I said, screw heads are supposed to go straight down into here. Once they do, they're locked into place there, so you can just put the nut right back on. You don't have to worry about that slipping. And the final thing that you want to do here is just put your lug nuts back on, and you're good to go. All right, so now that we've completed the Minn Kota Traxxis tilt lever replacement, let's get ourselves back on the water. I appreciate you guys watching. Please use the subscribe button below so you don't miss anything out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again, guys.